that's John Bolton's politicization of the intelligence he got on Cuba and on other issues. Why would we want someone with that lack of credibility? I can't understand. The president, and that is nuclear terrorism. Mr. Bolton has been AWOL. He's more focused on the next job than doing well at the last job, and particularly given the history where we've had the politicization of intelligence over WMD, why we would pick someone who the very same issue has been raised repeatedly, and that is John Bolton's politicization of the intelligence he got on Cuba and on other issues. Why would we want someone with that lack of credibility? I can't understand.
The news of the last 24 hours that John Bolton not only is prepared to testify, but that based on his manuscript, that testimony would include a direct conversation with the President of the United States, where the President made it clear that he was conditioning military aid on political investigations or material that he wanted from Ukraine, makes it all the more clear why you can't have a trial, a meaningful trial, without witnesses, and you certainly can't have one without John Bolton. I am, pleased that the senators are reconsidering. Some that had, I think, questions about the utility of witness testimony, they appear to be reconsidering, and I think that's very positive because this witness obviously has such relevant information to shed on the most egregious of all of the charges in the articles of impeachment, and that is that the President of the United States withheld hundreds of millions of dollars in military aid from an ally at war to help secure that nation's help to cheat in the next election. Now, let me make one other point, though, very clear. We already have testimony on this key pernicious charge against the president, and that testimony has been consistent and uniform and uncontested. When the president's counsel says, as they did on the Senate floor, that there's no direct evidence the president ever told someone he was conditioning the aid on these investigations, that's just not correct. He told McMulvaney, and McMulvaney admitted it publicly, saying that he had discussed this DNC server issue with the president.
Well, I will be meeting President Zelensky. He and President Trump have already spoken twice. President called to congratulate President Zelensky on his election and then on his success in the parliamentary election. They were very warm and cordial calls.